Have you ever wondered why your heart pounds, your palms sweat, and you jump out of your seat during a scary movie, even when you know it's not real? It's not just you. It's a carefully orchestrated assault on your senses. A masterclass in psychological manipulation designed to hack your brain's most primal instincts. Horror filmmakers are experts at exploiting our built-in survival mechanisms. They understand the deep-seated fears that have kept our ancestors alive for millennia and use specific techniques to trigger them on command. This isn't just about ghosts and monsters on screen. It's about the science of fear, the subtle tricks of sound, sight, and pacing that bypass your rational mind and speak directly to the ancient animal part of your brain. From the sudden shock of a jump scare to the creeping dread of the uncanny valley, let's pull back the curtain and explore the cinematic science that turns a movie night into a terrifying experience. The most infamous tool in the horror director's arsenal is, without a doubt, the jump scare. It's often dismissed as a cheap trick, but its effectiveness is rooted in a fundamental neurological process. A jump scare works by first lulling you into a state of calm or building suspense, then shattering it with a sudden loud and visually jarring event. This abrupt sensory overload hijacks your amygdala, the part of your brain that acts as your threat detection system. Before your conscious mind, the prefrontal cortex, can even process what's happening and recognize it's just a film, the amygdala has already sounded the alarm. It floods your system with adrenaline, triggering the classic fight-or-flight response. Your heart rate skyrockets, your muscles tense up, and your breathing quickens. That gasp or scream isn't a choice. It's an involuntary reflex, an ancient survival instinct firing off in the safety of a movie theater. The director uses a quiet, tense scene to make you lean in, focus, and lower your guard, making the subsequent explosion of sound and motion all the more impactful. It's a physiological betrayal, and it works almost every time. But fear isn't always about the sudden shock. Sometimes, the most profound terror comes from what you can't quite hear. This is the domain of infrasound, low-frequency sound waves below the normal range of human hearing, typically under 20 Hz. While you can't consciously perceive these sounds, your body can feel them as vibrations. Scientific studies have shown that exposure to infrasound can induce feelings of anxiety, extreme sorrow, chills, and even a sense of a presence in the room. Your body is detecting a powerful low-frequency vibration, and your brain interprets this ambiguous sensory data as a potential threat. It's the kind of sound a predator, an earthquake, or an avalanche might make a deep, resonant warning that something big and dangerous is near. Horror sound designers masterfully weave infrasound into their audio tracks. That persistent, unnerving hum you can't quite place. The subtle thrumming that seems to vibrate in your chest during a tense scene that's likely infrasound at work. It creates a pervasive sense of dread and unease, putting you on edge without you even knowing why. Your primal brain is screaming danger, even when your eyes see nothing wrong. This sonic manipulation is a powerful way to build suspense and a feeling of inescapable doom. The environment itself feels hostile and threatening, turning a simple, quiet room into a source of anxiety. It's a testament to how sound, even sound we can't consciously hear, can directly manipulate our emotional state and hack our perception of safety. Then there's the fear that comes not from monsters or ghosts, but from things that look almost human, but not quite. This disturbing phenomenon is known as the uncanny valley. The concept suggests that as an artificial figure, like a doll, mannequin, or CGI character, looks more and more human, our emotional response becomes increasingly positive and empathetic. But there is a point where the resemblance is so close to human, yet just slightly off, that our positive feelings plummet into a valley of revulsion and fear. The figure's movements might be too jerky, its skin too smooth, or its eyes vacant and lifeless. These subtle imperfections are deeply unsettling. Your brain is an expert at reading human faces and body language for social cues and signs of health and intent. When it encounters something that mimics humanity almost perfectly but fails in key areas, it sends up a red flag. The brain's predictive models fail. It can't categorize what it's seeing as either human or object. This cognitive dissonance triggers a primal fear response. Is this a person who is sick or deceased? Is it a predator mimicking a human form? The ambiguity is terrifying. Horror films exploit this by featuring creepy dolls, unnerving masks, or digital characters whose faces are just a little too symmetrical, or whose smiles don't quite reach their eyes. They tap into our deep-seated aversion to things that defy our fundamental understanding of what it means to be human. The final piece of the puzzle is the masterful manipulation of tension and release. A great horror film doesn't just bombard you with scares. It plays you like an instrument, skillfully building and releasing psychological pressure. This is achieved through careful pacing, cinematography, and editing. Long, slow shots down a dark hallway, a camera that lingers on a closed door, or the agonizingly slow creak of a floorboard overhead. These techniques are designed to stretch out moments of anticipation. The director is deliberately withholding the resolution you crave, forcing your brain to imagine the worst possible outcomes. Your own imagination becomes the director's most powerful tool, filling the silence and shadows with terrors far more personal than anything that could be shown on screen. This sustained tension puts your nervous system on high alert, priming you for the eventual scare. When the release finally comes, a door flying open, figure lunging from the dark, the physiological and emotional impact is magnified tenfold. It's the cathartic, albeit terrifying, release of all that pent-up anxiety. But sometimes the most effective technique is to deny that release altogether. The film builds the tension to an unbearable peak, and then nothing happens. This subversion of expectation leaves you with a lingering sense of unease, teaching you that safety is an illusion and that the threat can come at any moment. From the biological reflex of a jump scare to the psychological dread of the uncanny valley, horror movies are a testament to the power of filmmaking to manipulate our deepest fears. They are a safe way to confront our mortality, to experience a primal fight-or-flight response without any real danger. So the next time you're watching a scary movie and find your heart racing, remember that you're not just watching a story. You're participating in a sophisticated psychological experiment, one designed to prove just how easily your brain can be hacked. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the psychology of horror, be sure to subscribe to Movies Recap Repo, or more content that explores the science and art behind your favorite films. We'll see you in the next one.